entire presentation on what happened in the precinct in 2011. When we speak about crime, the police department, you'll hear a lot in the news about crime is down in certain categories. What we mean by that are the 7 major crimes that we track, that we send out to the FBI to report on the crime in the city. Those are obviously the big ones. Murder, rape, robbery, felony assaults, burglaries, grand larcenies, which is stealing property, and stealing cars, grand larceny order. In those 7 categories, the 9-4 precinct had about a year, probably the best year it's ever had since the police department's been tracking crime. We were down 10% as we were from 2010. Those are some pretty astronomical numbers for us. Crimes we were up in, felony assaults were slightly up from the year before. A lot of our felony assaults that we take, the cause that increase were from some of the bars and stuff and whatnot that may happen at night. That's what I attribute it to. Some of that stuff was domestic violence in nature. I know we're speaking about the terrible sex crime that happened on New Year's Eve. Some people have asked me what's happened in the precinct as far as that for the year. In 2011, we had 3 rapes in the precinct. All 3 rapes, the victim knew their attacker prior to the rape. So it wasn't sort of like this horrible, perpetrator out there grabbing someone off the street and doing that. When it comes to crime statistics, we did very well. Now, how we communicate that to the public, for those of you who don't know, the police department does publish each precinct's crime statistics on its website. Go on the public website, you click on precincts, go to your precinct, hit it, gives you sort of a page which has, my picture on it and all of our crime statistics. That lags for about a week. What's a little frustrating about that, and I hear your frustrations, is it doesn't quite tell you where they're happening. I know the police department's considering doing some type of mapping program on its website that's kind of above our pay grade decision to make. We live in a world today where sort of information is instantaneous. You can find out what's going on in Libya on your mobile device as you walk down Metropolitan Avenue. People would like to get that when it comes to crime statistics in the precinct. I think that's something we're working towards, but again, it's not our decision to make. If I could just answer one question that came up earlier about the sort of divider of the 2 precincts. Some people have expressed a concern to me that people who live on the border don't get attention. How do we communicate? The 90th precinct and the 94th precinct, our cops work on the same radio frequency. We're the only 2 precincts on that frequency, so we hear everything that's going on in the 90. Things that will happen on the border, we respond to jointly. It's not uncommon for us to get there together and make a determination on what side it's happening on, and the precincts will take it from there. Major things, not too long ago, a few months ago, there was a shooting in the Cooper Park houses. When it first came over the radio, it came over as being happening in Cooper Park. Now sometimes there's confusion in the neighborhood. There was a park called Cooper Park, which has a great little dog race area, a great little playground, which is in the 9-0 precinct, across the street on Massillon Avenue. Cooper Park Housing Development is on my side, and that's a very large housing development, 13 buildings, 2,000-something apartments. But we had a shooting, it came over the radio, it's happening in Cooper Park. The 9-0 precinct's going there, we're going there, and numerous calls then come in afterwards that's actually happened on my side inside the housing development. We're all there that night. Inspector Kemper was there with me. That turned out okay, we had to catch him tonight. The shooting wasn't too bad, but we're constantly dealing with each other almost on a daily basis, not every other day, when it comes to certain crimes that happen on